Welcome back to Tony Talks Vestas Insight to 9 at 9 on November the 15th. And happy birthday to all the Scorpios that had a birthday tonight and all this week and this upcoming weekend. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right on to this thing. Cleveland is preparing possible for another bottle gate. As you don't know, in the past, the Cleveland has played so bad that they threw bottles on the field. Yes, that is true. Bottles on the field. And they even had Tony Grossi out there in a commercial pleading his case for Dillon Gabriel, asking the fans not to boo tomorrow during the game. I promise you, I'm telling the truth. They had Tony Grossi out there in the Hyundai car lot, caping for Dillon Gabriel and asking all of the fans to be compassionate and give him grace and mercy and don't boo him too bad. Does Tony know something that we don't know? I bet he's trying to tell us that Dillon Gabriel, along with Kevin Stefanski, is also having a mental breakdown because of the pressure that Cleveland has put on that young rookie. But guess what? I have no compassion for Dillon Gabriel at this time because he has been complacent in this whole situation. At any time, he easily could have faked the injury or muscle cramp to let SHEDEUR get out there and get 1, 2, or 3 reps. But no, him with his little arrogant self, he continued on trotting out there every quarter, every minute of the last 3, 4, 5 games. So Dillon Gabriel, if you're on the verge of having a mental breakdown, you did it to yourself. So let's continue to go ahead and talk the truth, because all we're doing tonight on this lovely Saturday in November, is talk the truth. So let's keep rolling. A different song is being sung in Cleveland within the last 24 to 48 hours. Kevin is singing like a canary, and I think things are falling apart. That tear in the bucket of revenue that Jimmy Haslam was counting on, I think he's already starting to feel that pinch. Didn't I tell you, billionaires, they love their money? And they love more than their own money is new money. And Jimmy saw that money was already being depleted before Sunday. Jimmy uncalled Kevin to that back room and had a talk with him. And Kevin had started already to start to sing a different tune. And I'm going to show proof. Just hold on 1 second. Don't leave too quick. Because Jimmy counting them missing dollars and he wants those dollars back. If not tomorrow, he definitely want them back in 2 weeks, okay? When they play the 49ers. You could tell a lot about what's being discussed in those back rooms with Kevin and Jimmy and leadership because of what was discussed in the conference room and the media. What did I say about 24 to 48 hours ago? On-the-job training trumps any type of classroom discussion. Even Kevin hinted to that. Anybody knows that hands-on experience will get you a lot further down the road in terms of success than taking notes in the classroom. That's why the American classroom and the curriculum at this time is so depleted, because the kids are just sitting there taking notes. But that's going to be another discussion on another channel. I don't want to mess up the algorithm because this is a sports channel, but I will be dropping nuggets of truth here and there. The Cleveland Browns have put themselves in this situation because you know what? Instead of worrying about who was picked in what draft and what number they were picked, they were worrying about those numbers instead of counting that revenue, potential revenue, and that win and lose columns. So I'm not going to hold you long. Let me go ahead and play this clip because Kevin, and then I'm going to come back and I'll touch on it and I'm going to let you go.
He's doing a really nice job, including just now coming off the field with the red zone drill that we did. So continues to work very hard, doing a nice job in meetings, doing a good job in the field. Yeah, I mean, going back to the spring, we've done a lot of things that we really hadn't done before because you have so many rookies. You have 2 rookie quarterbacks. You're trying to maximize every minute you have out there. So certainly throughout this season, we've tried to be extremely intentional about development of our players. We've done individual periods on Mondays and Saturdays, which we haven't done before for players that didn't play in the game. Just trying to add up all those individual periods, all those minutes of development with their coaches. I think it's just important with young players, and so that you're not just assuming that they're getting better by sitting in the meeting room.
Now, Vestas, did you hear what Kevin just said? And I want to highlight two things that we caught in that clip. Why did he say we're going to revert back to basically to their spring strategy? So that means from summer and fall, they've been doing a whole nother entire strategy, which means alluding to he's been keeping Shedeur out of the meetings and first team reps. He just came and said that about 48 hours ago, that Shedeur is not getting first team reps. But because Jimmy gonna put that pressure down on him and put that hammer down and that gavel down on his head, Kevin is singing a whole nother tune and has come up with new strategies. He's saying they're doing something that they never done before. Individual focus periods, Mondays and Saturdays for players that didn't get actual playing time in the game. And he also stated that Shedeur was getting red zone reps. Red zone reps. And if you know anything about Shedeur, that is where he's the most deadly at, in the red zone. So the strategy could be Dylan goes down the field or attempts to go down the field, and when it gets to a certain point, they're going to call Shedeur to comes out and get those points. We should see we'll see exactly how they're going to utilize Shedeur tomorrow, if they're going to utilize him at all, because this all could be a trick. We've been tricked before. But let's not count that out. Because we remember about 3 weeks ago, when Dylan got in the red zone, they used Junkins in the Wildcat to run in those touchdowns. They definitely did. Y'all remember that game? You definitely remember that game. Hey, Kevin, I don't feel sorry for you like I stated earlier. This is all your fault. For whatever reason or grudge that you had against Shedeur or even his father, which we're going to dig into in about 2 weeks. You should have just let that go. They never did anything to anyone in the NFL except for being an upstanding young man. But we shall see everybody is getting their knock. And Shedeur and to everyone else, this is what it looks like when adversity is turning into your favor. Hey, Vestas, I hope you got your notebook and wrote that down. This is what it looks like when adversity turns into favor. That's all I got for tonight for Tony Talk Vestas Insight tonight at 9 on November the 15th. And all you Scorpios that have had past birthdays from November the 1st to November the 15th, and for all Scorpios that are pending birthdays from November the 16th to November the 20th, 21st, 22nd, happy birthday. And to my other compadres, happy belated birthday. All right, Vestas, I'll talk to you later. Make sure next time, and I'm coming back tomorrow night, make sure you get your notes, your drink, and your vest, because we are vested up as you see. And to everyone, thank you so much. I am a very small YouTube channel, less than 30 days old. But this infant right here, I got on my shoes and I'm running because of you. I'm already over 250 subscribers and almost 40,000 views in 30 days. So I thank you. I thank you to all of my investors, my current investors, my VIPs, and my future investors. Thank you, everyone. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, because if this video wasn't for you, trust me, it's going to be one down the timeline that you're going to enjoy and you're going to miss because you haven't subscribed at this point. So thank you for hitting that subscribe and notification bell. All right, investors, I'll see you later.